I meditated for 200 days straight for at least 15 minutes every morning. Here is what I learned. Well, first of all, I learned to be more mindful. Well, of course, before we even start that, where is the proof? Well, I'll show it on screen right now. I know you can change these values on Medito. However, if you look back to my older videos, you will see that I've been meditating throughout this whole process, right? Just even look back to, 7 months ago when I started my YouTube channel. That's when I really got into meditating. I did it every morning, and all I can say is I put my money where my mouth is. So I do what I preach. So I practice what I preach. I'm not one of those liars that just fucking sell you information and don't do the things themselves. So that's the proof. I know it's not solid evidence, but I'm just going to say you can trust me. I've done this. It's legit. Now, I've learned, first of all, mindfulness, right? I'm less reactive. I'll get into that, but I'm more conscious and wary of all the thought processes and the decisions that I make in my mind now. Why is that? I don't know. Meditation, it might just be because of the fact that you actually give your brain time to think, right? By focusing on your breath, by focusing on your surroundings, by focusing on the feelings inside of your toes, it does something to you, right? You tend to realize just how hard it is to focus on one thing without, branching off into some weird ass fucking thought of yours or what you're trying to eat this afternoon. Because literally, it's a constant struggle, and I've come to love this feeling, this conflict, this internal conflict inside of me, right? But after this internal conflict, after I struggle a bit inside, I struggle, right? I feel this new feeling of calmness, of total control, total relaxed, total relaxation, total fucking recall, just enhanced fucking focus, attention span, and all these things that help your memory and whatnot. It does something to you. You're more mindful, you're more conscious of it. And just even throughout my day, I've realized that I'm more conscious of the decisions I make. So if I say I'm eating clean, I eat clean, right? If I realize that, hey, I kind of want ice cream, I realize it, right? We take this for granted often, that I made the thought, I'm like, does this relate to what my current goals are? If it doesn't, I'm like, hell nah, shut the fuck up, voice in the head. And I could tell it to shut the fuck up. The first step is actually identifying what's going on inside your mind. And I think mindfulness nails that perfectly. Stoicism. I don't want you laughing on Stoicism because I do feel Stoicism, there are a lot of good things inside of it. It's learning to control your emotions, right? You're not just some rock that's fucking emotionless. Sure, you want to be that when you're in battle, right? You're not showing any nervousness or worry of anything that happens. But Stoicism, it's less of being a rock. It's more of being able to control your emotions, right? When you're in a state of panic, what's the first thing you think about? The easy way out. If you're a stoic, if you can learn to control your emotions, the first thing you do is you breathe in and you breathe out. You tell the voice in your head to shut the fuck up and relax. You ground yourself and you're able to think more consciously, more rationally. Learning to control your emotions gives you that. There's a reason why Stoicism is associated with manliness, with masculine traits. It's because you have this self-confidence within you. You know that you are the shit because whenever something goes on, all you have to do is sit back, relax, tell the voice in your head to shut the fuck up, and breathe in and breathe out. Knowing to trust yourself is an absolutely immaculate feeling. I ain't gonna lie, it feels good. You feel good about yourself, and people start to notice this, and you become more attractive to the opposite sex. I won't go down all those benefits, but you learn to control your emotions, and you're more mindful. Next, face any challenge head on. Right? This is okay. You can tell I've been reading David Goggins' new book. Never finished, because you gotta face your shit head on. Whatever fucking happens to your life, it's not a matter of how or if something is going to happen. It's going to happen. It's a matter of when. Right? Shit is going to happen in your life. Shit is going to get hard in your life. You just got to be ready for it. Right? Most people, they don't want to be ready for it. That's the first step that the first step you could take is to being ready for something. And most people, they don't even want to be ready because they just want to live in a life of comfort. Right? They're getting complacent. They're too privileged to the point where they don't want to face any stress, any healthy stress, any negative stress either. They don't want to do anything. They just want to live a life full of comfort where they're sitting in their bed playing fucking. If you're in bed watching this, fuck you. Get out of bed. Do something productive. Okay. Okay. I digress. What I'm saying is, learn to face shit head on. When things happen, when you have a very uncomfortable feeling inside of you. This ties back to my other point. You learn to breathe in and breathe out and think about that feeling. Embrace it, right? You face it head on. You face that uncomfortable feeling. If your hands are sweaty and you're holding a girl's hand, think about that sweaty feeling and chances are it's going to go away. Why is that? It's because you're in control now. You're like, come on, motherfucker, who's in control now? I am. Right? You breathe in. Breathe out. Learn to control emotions. Obviously, I was getting excited there. I gotta ground myself. And you learn to control that emotions. You learn to control how much discomfort you feel. And you put it on full blast. And you know that you are the shit because you can face that uncomfortable feeling head on. Who's in control now, baby? You are. I am. You are. I am. This does something to you, and you tell the lizard brain inside of here, to shut the fuck up, and you get shit done. Right? You get closer to your goals. You feel more accomplished. Quoting a book I love very much. It's Deepwork by Cal Newport. He talks about this concept of how a life full of discomfort, right? I'll state it as discomfort, but I'm paraphrasing. He said a life of deep work, right? A deep work. We can say deep work is, doing hard things, delaying gratification, being disciplined is the best life. And I fully concur with that. I fully agree with Cal Newport. A life of deep work, of challenge, of discomfort is the best. Learn to face it head on, breathe into it, learn to control your emotions, and of course, you become more mindful and conscious of any decision or thought that you have. I highly suggest giving this a try, giving meditation a try. How I started out, so I always thought that, meditation was for those, high fucking ranking monks, and I don't know, I didn't even know monks didn't have ranks, but in the temple, right, senior monks that fucking, sat on like the apex of a mountain and fucking meditated. I thought meditation was only for them, but I am glad that I was wrong. Anybody can meditate. You can start right now. I highly suggest, I'll link it in the description actually, to check out an app called Medito. And you just go through the beginner packs, right? It starts out like 1 minute, and then 3 minutes, and 2, and then 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes, and all the way down to like 20-minute meditations. When you get to, when you get 2 months in, when you're at that point, you start to realize the benefits. You start seeing the benefits. You're calmer, right? You realize that, hey, I'm not a really dramatic bitch anymore. I'm not really I don't complain about shit anymore. I like this feeling. I feel calm. Everything feels still around me. Even though everybody around me might be in a time of crisis, I feel in complete control. So give it a try. Try Medito out. You'll be more wary of the decisions that you make and the thoughts that you have. You will be able to control your emotions and your breath, and you will be able to face anything that makes you uncomfortable head on and be in full fucking control. Check out these videos on how I stay jacked as a college student and how to improve your charisma. Remember, if you want to see the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain. Peace.